Welcome to TCTV. I'm Liz Williams.
And I'm Taryn Benner, and now for our first story. NASA has confirmed that the Mars rover Curiosity extended its robotic arm and touched its first Martian rock and successfully took off on its furthest drive known to date, the Martian rock named Jake Matovich. It was being examined by gear at the end of the rover's 7-foot-long arms. The Mars rover performed these contact science operations on September 23rd and September 24th.
A judge will reconsider if the Pennsylvania new voter identification law unfairly burdens residents who must prove if they are eligible to cast a vote for this year's presidential race on November 6th. This was ordered by the Pennsylvania Supreme Court, which ruled earlier in the month that Judge Robert Simpson rebutted whether or not the identification cards will work for the November 6th election's national spotlight was focused on the court battle since the law was passed last March by a state Republican-led legislator.
The Supreme Court agreed on Tuesday that it would consider if authorities will warrant or consent to draw blood to test a suspected drunk driver before performing a sobriety test before blood dissipates. In the October of 2010, a Missouri highway patrolman pulled over Tyler McNeely for speeding and was taken to a hospital 25 minutes after being pulled over. When the technician started the blood alcohol content, it was measured at a .154, twice the legal limit. The Missouri court ruled there were no special facts by obtaining it.
The New York Department of Education is making the morning after pill available to high school girls in 13 of the public schools. The department states that girls as young as 14 will be eligible to receive the Plan B emergency contraception pill without parent consent. The city stated over 7,000 girls become pregnant by the time they reach 17, and more than half choose to get an abortion. New York City schools already offer free condoms to students. Now on to sports.
Thanks, Liz. This is Cody with the sports. For our first story, replacement referees are becoming a public enemy number one in the NFL world. The list of bad and missed calls grows larger as each week of this NFL season passes. This past Monday night, the football game between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers was no exception. The game came down to a strong drive by the Seahawks, which led to a 24-yard touchdown pass. Or was it? In the review, it was clear that the pass had been intercepted, but there was no change in the call to the Seahawks won the game. Seahawks running back Marshawn Lynch said after the game, "We did not win that game." The Texas Rangers pull through to overcome the Oakland A's and clinch a 5-game AL West lead. Texas third baseman Adrian Beltre, who's been troubled by stomach pain, which doctors believe to be scar tissue left over from appendix surgery. He hit the winning run in the 9th inning. "Every game for us is big, especially facing team right behind us," said Beltre. Atlanta Falcons defensive end John Abraham is free on bond after being arrested on a misdemeanor charges when authorities say he refused to leave an area that was taped off by the police. Fulton County Jail records showed Abraham was released from custody Tuesday at 1:24 a.m. on 2 charges of obstruction from Monday night. The arrest of Abraham was the team's top pass rusher, came 1 week after running back Michael Turner's drunken driving arrest. Turner also was charged with speeding, was allowed to play in the Sunday's 27-3 win in San Diego. The world of thoroughbred racing was shocked this past week to hear that Thoroughbred Times has closed its doors and filed bankruptcy. Thoroughbred Times has been one of the premier thoroughbred racing magazines for decades. World-class thoroughbred breeding farm allows owners and their families are closing the barn doors for good also. Negative headlines and commentary such as the article in the New York Times may have taken a toll with all their talk of abuse, illegal drugs, and unethical practices. Those in the racetrack business say it ain't so. New York Governor Cuomo has pulled the plug on the New York Racing Association. The NYRA will no longer operate as a state-run, not-for-profit business, and Aqueduct, Belmont, and Saratoga racetracks may very well end up in the hands of the highest bidder. This Saturday marks Thiel College's homecoming football game against the conference's top team, Waynesburg University. The Tomcats are currently 6th in the conference with a record of 1-3, while the Yellow Jackets are 1st with a record of 4-0. Kickoff is at 1:30 p.m. Let's go Tomcats. This has been Cody with the sports, and now to the weather.
Thank you, Cody. My name is Jermaine Hamilton for the weather. Right now in Greenville, temperature is 61 degrees, dew point 59, humidity is around 93%, and wind southwest 12 miles per hour. Next, we got our temperatures for today. Around here, around where we're at, the sea is a little greener, and in the middle, towards Ohio, is a lot lighter for the temperatures, but it seems around 62 in Cleveland, around 61 where we're at. For the radar, Cleveland, it's a little bit of rain around there, but as you see today, you should bring your rain boots out today because it's raining a lot where we're at. And for national, on the west side of here, seeing not much precipitation, but where we're at, Cleveland, Ohio, there's a lot of rain coming in. And for your 7-day forecast, Thursday, Friday seems like a little bit of rain, but it seems it should be clearing up early next week. So, for the rest of the week, try to have your rain boots, raincoats ready for the rain. But early next week, have the sun. I'm Jermaine Hamilton with the weather. Now to entertainment with Jamal.
What up, guys? It's Jamal Simmons with the entertainment segment. Sunday's Emmy telecast on ABC did attract a bigger audience than last year and almost matched that of 2010. According to The Hollywood Reporter, a 3-hour show pulled in 13.2 million more viewers than the last year's, by 6%. Broadcast on Fox and watched by 12.4 million. NBC's Sunday night football game between the Baltimore Ravens and New England Patriots won the night, reaching 19.8 million viewers. The Sunday football matchup consistently ranks at the top of its time slot. Ratings for awards shows have been in decline for years. Aaron Paul of Breaking Bad wins the Emmy Award 2012 for Best Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. The 64th Primetime Emmy was held in the Nokia Theater, LA, with Jimmy Kimmel as the host. Paul plays Jesse Pickham, sidekick to Bryan Cranston's character in the AMC series. It is in his second Emmy win. Other nominees included Giancarlo Esposito of Breaking Bad, Jared Harris of AMC's Mad Men, Peter Dinklage of HBO Game of Thrones, Brendan Cole of PBS Downton Abbey, and Jim Carter of Downton Abbey. South Korean rapper PSY finds his success with Gangnam Style so unreal that he wonders if he's being tricked into believing it. Like Jim Carrey in the Truman Show, PSY said Tuesday in press conference in Seoul that he cried in disbelief when his song entered the Billboard 100 earlier this month. The song's at number 11 this week. The music video for Gangnam Style has more than 270 million YouTube views and counting. People around the world are mimicking PSY's horse riding dance in the video. Homer Simpson, the animated star of Matt Groening's The Simpsons, voted for Mitt Romney in an online promotional clip for the show's new season. On September 30th, the air shows Simpsons weighing his options at a polling station. Politico reported Friday, when considering President Barack Obama and Republican nominee Romney, Simpson says, Barack Obama, I don't know. I already got one wife telling me to eat healthy. And plus, he promised me death panels. And Grandpa is still alive. Mitt Romney, I hear, wears magic underpants. I expect the leader of the free world to go commando. Plus, his horse totally choked at the Olympics. On the other hand, he did invite Obamacare. Simpson then cast a vote for Romney and is told he can view Romney's tax returns. Chris Brown tested positive for marijuana while probation for his infamous assault on Rihanna. Reuters report Brown tested positive in June, Virginia, where he had been fulfilling the community service portion of his sentence. Brown, who has sentenced to 5 years of probation for the assault, presented a medical marijuana card after the positive test. Though Los Angeles Superior Court Judge Patricia Schnegg, noted mandatory drug testing was not a condition for Brown's probation. She has scheduled a hearing for November 1st to determine whether Brown violated probation and properly finished his community service. You are not an ordinary person who can sit in your living room and do whatever you want to do, said Schnegg. More importantly, a lot of people look up to you and a lot of kids. What you do and what you say impacts a lot of people. Brown's lawyer, Mark Juriago, maintains the singer has completed all of his community service. Brown has been busy dealing with a $16 million lawsuit and other fallouts from his June brawl with Drake in a New York nightclub. End of Watch topped the weekend box office. According to Final Studio figures report late Monday, the Los Angeles cop tale starring Jake Gyllenhaal and Michael Pena debuted with $13.2 million to finish as the weekend's #1 movie. End of Watch had been in a photo finish for the first place with two other movies, Jennifer Lawrence's horror tale, House at the End of the Street, and Clint Eastwood's baseball drama, Trouble with the Curve. Based on studio estimates Sunday, End of Watch and House at the End of the Street were tied for #1, $13 million each. Trouble with the Curve has been right behind with $12.7 million. Fox filmed about Alfred Hitchcock will arrive in theaters on November 23rd, putting it in contention for this year's Oscar race. Hitchcock stars the legendary director Anthony Hopkins in the take place during the making of Psycho. According to the studio, the film is a love story about Hitchcock's relationship with his wife, Alma Reville. During the making of the horror movie classic 1960, another film about Hopkins Hitchcock comes up this fall. HBO's The Girl, which stars Toby Jones as the famed director, will debut on October 20th. The TV movie focuses on Hitchcock's obsessive relationship with actress Tippi Hedren, who appeared in The Birds and Marine. Now back to the news decks.
Thank you, Jamal. It is now application time for the Vera Hines Program for Women in Global Leadership. TCTV reporters were able to speak with campus coordinator Dr. Morocco and a past award recipient.
Hi, I'm Michael Pica, and I'm here with Dr. Morocco, the campus coordinator for the Vera Hines Program. So, Dr. Morocco, what is the Vera Hines Program?
Well, it is a scholarship program for women in global leadership who are interested in studying abroad, leadership development, and community service. And so they can win a $5,000 scholarship to travel abroad next summer.
What are the requirements for this program?
Well, the women have to have a 3.0. They have to have never had any previous international travel experience, and they need to be a sophomore or a junior.
Okay. Now, how can women on TIL's campus get involved in this program?
Well, right now we're heavily recruiting for the 2013 cohort, and so we have a dinner scheduled in October, and the women will come and they'll hear from last year's cohort. We'll answer questions, have application materials, and then they'll submit their application, and then we'll have interviews and select 3 women who will travel next summer.
All right. Well, thank you for your time. And now we're going to go over to Amber with Jocelyn Cook, this past year's winner of the Vera Hines Program Scholarship.
I'm Amber of TCTV, and I'm joined with Jocelyn Cook, the winner of the 2012 Vera Hines Scholarship. So, can you tell us a little more about the Vera Hines program?
Well, I got involved with it last semester in the fall of last year, and I basically attended an informational dinner, and I learned from the past cohorts who won the scholarship previously, and I went through this very long and tedious application process, but it was totally worth it in the end after I got interviewed. And I actually found out on my birthday that I won the scholarship, so it was a pretty cool birthday present.
Definitely a nice birthday present. I heard that with the scholarship you did a study abroad internship, is that true?
Yes, I actually interned in the capital of New Zealand, in Wellington, for 4 weeks.
Oh, that's awesome. Can you tell us a little bit more about the internship and what you did with your experience?
Sure. I actually was lucky enough to get 2 internships. I worked one at it was basically a music store, but it was a library as well. So they sold music and it was a catalog. So I put together a choral sampler of music for a big convention they were holding at the end of July. And then I also worked at a music academy, and I got to help primary school kids learn how to play instruments. So it was really cool for me.
That sounds like a really neat experience. Thank you for your time. Back to the news desk.
Sharon Regional Health System found itself losing CEO Lindy Finsford Wilson. She had resigned for unknown reasons. The 55-year-old was named to the post in August 2011 after Sharon Regional parted ways with former CEO John Zindensek. John Jr. Janoso Jr. has been named the new CEO president. Janoso is a familiar face to Sharon Regional Health System, served as acting president after Zindensek stepped down.
Faith Presbyterian is in preparation to celebrate its 175th anniversary. Was damaged back on May 9th when a PT Cruiser slammed through its 2 entrance doors, where it destroyed the lobby and took out several pews. This week, the workers had put the finishing touches on the church, all in time for the 175th celebration. The congregation has 300 members, with 200 members in worship. The service will conclude on Sunday at 11 a.m. Past members and friends are welcome to attend.
With homecoming week this week, there will be plenty of activities around campus going on. Such activities include the Chris Kegel concert, the homecoming parade, and the Tomcats football game against Waynesburg.
TCTV reporters talked with a few students who noted what they were looking forward to this weekend.
This weekend for Teal College is going to be a big one, where tons of family, friends, and alumni are going to be packing the Tomcat campus, ready for homecoming weekend. The football game, soccer game, alumni events, and the Chris Kagel concert. Everyone has something to look forward to.
Hi, I'm Marte from TCTV, and I'm here with Justin Munns of Greek Life, and we're trying to, there's a ton of events going on this weekend, we're trying to see what's popular.
I think I am most excited to see the alumni coming back that I haven't got to see in a few years, so that's my...
I'm most excited for the football game. As long as we win, I don't care what else happens this weekend.
I'm looking forward to the Tomcat football game. Hopefully they can win again, and the band. Seems like it'll be a good week.
Well, there you have it. The football game seems to be a big ordeal around campus this weekend. I'm Marte with TCTV, back to the studio with you guys.
Be sure to check for postings around campus about more activities. Go Tomcats, and we hope everyone has a fun and safe weekend.
Thanks for watching TCTV News. I'm Taryn Benner.
And I'm Liz Williams.
Have a good evening.